ずま走り炎の戦士を照らす飛び散れ筋肉ビーム勝利に向かって私は強い筋肉マン走る見事にああ心に愛がなければスーパーヒーローじゃないのさ筋肉マン Go fight 私は強い筋肉マン走る見事にああ心に愛がなければスーパーヒーローじゃないのさ筋肉マン Go fight
Alright folks, technically Kaneko Man isn't too appropriate for the game now since we're back down to Kiryu. Went from Ichiban's fun finding his mother in Hawaii back to the old dragon that they just refuse to let retire. To the point where he has terminal late-stage cancer, and yet he is the entire Japanese government's sole foreign intelligence asset. There's Kiryu and nobody else, and even the Daidoji guy's like, yeah, well, we're totally reliant on Kiryu. If we don't have him, this whole operation is a bust. Which is to tell me that the entire Japanese government cannot afford anybody to replace one sickly old man. Sports equipment. What have you got? Surfing stuff. So for the most part, it feels like we're doing Kiryu's bucket list, since he's dying. He is straight up dying. The game is going back and forth as to whether he's terminally late stage, absolutely nothing more to be done. He should be in hospice with Haruka and the kids in Okinawa taking care of him, whoever's left down there. But instead he's off doing work for no reason, for no logical reason. But they're also talking about Nanba, because you talked to him about getting treatment. So it's possible that he's going to make it through, and that if he does some chemo and takes it easy, he might get an extra 10-20 years in him. So we'll see, but for now, it absolutely does look as if the guy is on his last leg, and everyone knows it. Who's this guy down here? Okay. Swing for the fences, Kiryu. Swing, bada bada. While I keep tabs on something here, this could be a short stream today since Fennec is back on light duty. But it could be a regular size one, since he's also good for 6-hour shifts. And so we'll see if and when I have to pick him up. I got the car keys, right? I don't think I left them in the car. Actually, I'm kind of worried. They were in my pocket. Were they? Hold on, there they are. Found them. Cursor, swing with left. Got it. We'll do beginner. His Kiryu does this as a hobby, but he's no Shinada, so I'll have to... I wouldn't say relearn, because each game does it a bit differently, doesn't it? Just a hit. Alright, so when it turns green, we get a Homa. Cutter. score 10 home runs. I've only got 10 balls, don't I? Thought they could trick me. Quick tech check. Alright. Everything up, everything good. You'd think I might want to check on that before being like 5 minutes into the game. Last home, a swing, bada swing. 2 hits, 8 home runs. I would say that's pretty good. A rank. '80 bond with everyone.
ナイスバッティング。体大丈夫ですか？あ
あ、平気だ。すっきりしたぜ。確かにいい気晴らしになる。
And now we're gonna book our flight to Okinawa now that he's stressed.
おかげで楽しかった。
He's stressed.
何を言ってるんだ？これだけで満足してもらっちゃ困るね。まだまだこんなものじゃ済まさん。
Yeah, bucket list time. We got more to do.
それに、桐生さん、なんだか顔色が良くなってるよ。なんでだろうな。不思議なもんですね。
He's off the job. He's off beating up. Well, he's beating up some guys.
そうだ。
Gyudon? Gyudon?
何かうまいもんでも食いながら考えるか。
いいっすね。何食いたいですか？
腹が膨れたらカラオケもいいな。
Okay, and eating.
なかなか歌を聴かせるって噂だ。
We're gonna sing some Machine Gun Kiss for them.
聞いてるが。
それはいつの話だ？しばらく本気の歌を誰かに聞かせた覚えはね。話半分かどうかその耳で確かめてもらうぜ。
調子が出てきたね。
どうかしたか？
桐生さん。エンディング
Is this not his bucket list? Batting, karaoke.
いや、初めて聞くな。
思いっきり大まかに言うと、お手軽な遺書って感じです。残された家族とか友人へのメッセージとか、後々面倒になる遺産周りのことを書いておいたり。
それは遺書とどう違うんだ？同じに聞こえるぞ。
遺書と違ってエンディングノートには法的な効力がないんです。だから本当に個人的なメモ書きみたいなもんで。
Started this year finishing the book. They both died at the end. You guys are here for that. I was starting to read on my
い
birthday.
や、お手軽だからいい面もあるんだよ。遺書にせよエンディングノートにせよ、そういうもんをしたためるってのは人生の終わりを強めに自覚してるからだと思うんです。
まあ、そうだろうな。
そういう心持ちの時に自分がいなくなった後のことじゃなくて残りの時間をどう使うかを考えるのにエンディングノートはおあつらい向きなんです。これまでの人生を振り返りつつ心残りであったりとか実はやってみたかったこととかをエンディングノートにバンバン書き出すんですよ。そんでそれを片っ端からどんどんやってみる。
なるほど。心残りのチェックリストみたいなものとして活用するわけか。
Reliving in the moment through the checklist dipper.
桐生さん、その日も言ってましたけど、あんたもうちょい自分のために時間を使った方がいい。残された時間がわずかだってんならなおさらだ。あんたが療養に専念する気がないって言うなら、それは桐生さんの意思だ。俺はそれを尊重します。でもそこまでして果たしたい何かがあるなら
Something to accomplish, huh?
環境づくりも必要でしょ。
Reconnect with your daughter, fool.
汗流しただけでも顔色がだいぶ良くなってる。桐生さん、あんたは自分を押し殺してるだけで
本当はやりたいこと、やったら楽しいことがたくさんあるはずなんだ。それが何なのか考えてやってみることは時間の無駄なんかじゃない。むしろ桐生さんをベストコンディションに持っていく最善の手だと思う。元看護師として請け負うよ。
ああ、確かにいいかもな。エンディングノートか。一つやってみるか。
え
言い出しっぺはお前なんだから、いろいろ面倒見てくれよ。
それはもう、じゃあ早速始めましょうや。
His friendships will deepen as he spends time with his buddies. They're already getting pretty high up. Well, I don't know about high up, but we got like through most of their bingos. In battle, chatting, yeah, same as anyone. So nothing new there. So second half of the game, exactly the same as the first half. I still say Kiryu's pixel art looks like he's got huge tits. Doesn't it? He's got huge tits that hang down to his belt. Oh my goodness. Ichiban has left Noodle Waste on the floor. He's been gone for well over a month. This place is gonna be so moldy by now, let alone when he gets back.
こんなとこか。
いいですね。結構あるじゃないですか。カラオケで熱唱。いいですね、いいですね。うまい酒を。
All the best alcohol there is.
あんまりおすすめは
It's his bucket list. He's gonna die. Let him do it.
寿司銀で卵を腹いっぱい。
Tamago? He's going to someplace as expensive as Sushi Gin, and he's getting Tamago.
卵ばっか食うのもな。いい店だから。
Okay.
かっこつけちまったのを思い出したんだ。
いいですよ、桐生さん。まさにそういうこと。まあ、思い返してみればこうだったとか、よくよく考えたらこうしたかったとか。そういうのをバンバン思い起こしてやっていきましょう。どれどれ他には若者に流行りのスイーツってやつを食べてみたい。
What's popular with kids starting with sweets, and then he's going to go into VTubers after that, and then he's going to figure out the main part of the game that was kicked off by the VTubers.
すみません。いや、あまりに予想外のが続いたもんで。
いやー、すまない。笑い物にするつもりは毛頭ない。むしろ少しときめいてしまった。
なんだよそりゃ。
でもマジでいい感じですよ。いやー、これはやりがいがあるし。
Get more people. We're gonna get the rest of the party, or we're gonna get Joel and Jungli. Gal, Sayako, Eri. No, Eri's gone.
桐生さん、これからキャバクラどうすか？ノートにはその辺書いてなかったっすけど、あんまお好きじゃ。
Sure you were, Mr. Afraid to be judged. You just said you got everything down.
もうその日、お前もいいだろ？
女だっていい女は好きなんだ。もちろん付き合う。
Oh, confirmed bisexual. Oh, I missed it. Missed a screenshot. Soul 1. Kiryu's awakening. He's got his own personality tree by way of his bucket list. That's kind of grim. Awaken Kiryu's soul, tech, and body by checking off items of the bucket list. Regains more of his former self, the dragon and Dojima's fighting styles, and his resistance to status ailments and elemental types will become stronger. But he's dying, not getting stronger. Restore his will to fight while there's still time by addressing unfinished business. You know what? I think we have to. Cabaret club, cabaret club, cabaret club! Does that sparkle represent the things he wants to do? The past never leaves you. Nostalgic sights to reignite past memories. The more Kiryu sees and remembers, the further he awakens. Okay. We'll check out his nostalgia first. Taxis to Kamurocho. 3 cities.
冬だぜ。
よっと
3 cities we can do. We got all these books all over the map. I would kind of have liked a bigger Hawaii map, but it seems like because this is yet one more Kiryu retirement story, you gotta squeeze in more stuff for his side of the things. Okay, we're gonna go hunt down all of his past recollections. Hong Kong? And we'll 50,000 yen for a Hong Kong? Okay, this is part of Kiryu's bucket list. Pretty pricey. We got his body leveled up. Resistance to poison, now that he got that chi out. Soaplands remind him of Haruka. Yokohama 1. Hold on, let me check this out. Where would this be on your bucket list? Memoirs, Unfinished Business, Awakening. Oh, Unfinished Business is just a completions list. So Yokohama 1, Yokohama 2, Yokohama 3, and Kamurocho 1 and 2. Okay. Unfinished Business. I haven't yet ridden in a taxi 200 times. Twitchy streamer.
Hello.
Swedish guy, hello. How's it going, man? As we all know, bullets hit harder when you shoot up close. We broke the booze bottle! Wednesday, which means it's not Friday, so terrible. But it's Wednesday, which means you're just one day away from... You just got Thursday to get through, and once you're in Thursday, you're practically in Friday already? Where's the next one? This one's all over here. It's a positive attitude, but also pretty dangerous. It's like time travel, but in one direction. And if you're not careful, once you start living 1 or 2 days ahead, it's hard to slow down. And so you end up like 2 weeks, 3 months, 50 years ahead of yourself. Chloroform. Oh, that's dodgy. Oh, I didn't kill him. Oh, we got follow-up. Okay, who's weaker? Can't hit one to the other. Very quick ranks up. How is everybody's jobs right now? 10, 10, 10, 10. And he's got new generic jobs he can do. 10, 10, 15, 13. We could also make her. I'm pretty sure that mask is the Night Queen job from the previous game. Maida or Night Queen? Where's Hello Happy? Well, well. Just like they have next to the Millennium Tower. By pure chance. Because they absolutely hid the fishing minigame. Like, one of the things I was looking forward to the most in Yakuza 6 was the spear fishing, right? And they hid it behind like 2 layers of incidental sub-stories. What the heck? Sure, Grandpa. And how big were the sharks? He's only got 3 things he's got to go through, but those 3 things feel so deep. Gotta love some padding. Okay, what to give you now? Samurai is excellent. We could give him these other ones, just to build up some stats and everything else. Nanba. Let's give you host first. Since he's completely forgotten his host levels from the previous game. I feel like Night Queen is gonna be OP on her. Let's give her housekeeping for some elemental damage to pick up and the money sucking. And suddenly we found something to get MP83 interested in the game. Kiryu, let's give you Breaka. Nah, Desperado first. Oh, there were sharks alright. But I like to imagine, right, like what if it was mostly fantasy? How much of it was real? But mostly he's an old man, right? An old man reminiscing. So of course if he's telling stories of like, yeah, I went spear fishing and there were giant sharks and squids, your instinct's gonna be, yeah, sure, Grandpa, sure there were. How big was it again? How many sharks were there, Grandpa? Even if it all happened exactly as it did in-game. Couple over here. I gotta get this guy more allies too. We can have a party of 4, right? So we are currently 1, 2 shy. He's blocking it off there. Maybe there's a story reason for the difference in power level, because at the start of the game, when Ichiban is here. All these enemies are weak sauce, right? And then Ichiban goes to Hawaii, where the enemies are a bit tougher for him. And then Kiryu comes back here, and suddenly all these enemies are of pink quality. Maybe that is to represent that Kiryu is at this point so much weaker in his illness. Where even low-level Yakuza goons, or even a bunch of homeless folk are suddenly of a heightened difficulty that's got to be prepared for. You got soup? Just giving it out to everybody. What's it gonna remind him of? Sengoku's Golden Tower? In one of the dreams I had. Oh. Oh. No, that was real history. That's exactly how it happened. Almost improved our tech. There's one at the bridge. The over here. I want to get this one first, though. Just because it got some hard dudes blocking it. So I want to pinch it back out before I do anything else. What's this? Oh, arcades. Back in the day, he's been frequenting them every single game he's been in, keeping up with what Sega's been putting out. And thus Sega starts patting themselves on the back. Folks behind all these games must be incredibly creative and unique. And they were all from Sega. Sega with all the innovation, with an incredible lineup. I bet they'd make top dollar if they got into consoles too, right? Oh wait. What other kind of games are out there? Are there games not made by Sega? No, impossible. See, that is a sentiment that I can understand, which reminds me of like a conversation I had with a coworker who was like getting deep into vampire literature, and he was so certain that, oh, you know, like a vampire can never live over 300 years because at some point they get bored, right? I was like, what are you talking about? That might have been true ages ago, but this is the era of video games. Every year they live is like another decade of worlds they could explore. It'll be endless entertainment and experiences forever that they can never outpace. It's opening the door and still on his face. Okay. Huge cluster. Let's go here first. You can't hit me! I've got cancer! He's so nonchalant. He gets hit by a car. I forgot about that. Just make sure you look both ways, buckaroo. Okay, not fully blocked off here. One of these days, Papa Kazuma's gonna get his own spin-off game, as will Papa Arikawa, as will Daddy... what was his name? Saejima. Everyone cool who deserves a spin-off hasn't gotten one yet. Fighting alongside... I don't see him anywhere! Are you spoiling game? I don't see us fighting alongside Jungi Han. Are you telling me things I shouldn't know yet? Those guys are right in front of me. I'm going to take the cab to right behind them. Cool. Oh yeah, there was a fire. Is that going to remind him of the fire that took down, what was it? Not the Champion District. Little Asia back in Kamurocho? He is a geezer. What do you mean sounds like one just now? Cluster here. And air. Okay, it's not too massively difficult for these guys. You guys are in the way of my reminiscing. Let an old man have his nostalgia. Our gears are so underleveled for this. That hit him pretty well though. Knock him into his friend. Is it just me, or is the assassin character there dressed kind of similar to Beat Takashi back in 6? Oh, there's more. Forgot about them. Get around him. There we go. Just barely tapped him. On Kiryu's bucket list, forget the fight, just straight up shoot people in the streets. Okay. They're almost at 10, almost had to change jobs again. All that street violence, just to reminisce on what is this? The bars, the apartments, the district? Is it good to remind him of the Champion District back at Kamurocho? No, just friends and good times? Onomichi? The making friends with old men at the bar minigame that we did the absolute bare minimum with. See, that's what he needed. He needed to just retire to like either Okinawa with the kids or Onomichi with the other old men that he was building up a life with. He had so many good exit points for the series. It's kind of like Clara in Doctor Who, where she should have had her exit, a very appropriate exit with the Christmas episode of the Dream Crabs, but she wanted more time in the series, and so they brought her back instead. Made it, oh no, it's just a dream, it's fine, you got rescued. You didn't become an old woman with your own adventures, you got to live off some time with the doctor before running off with her own immortal Viking girlfriend or whatever. And dragging down the entire rest of poor Capaldi's series with her. I remember when I was buying clothes with with uh with Nishikiyama back in the 80s. Or Mitsuo's. Now he remembers that he had kids at the orphanage. Foreshadowing for the next Yakuza spin-off. That is Kiryu again, but as a fashionista. Let me in! Where's my reminiscence? There it is. Yes, Grandpa, clothing store, we established it outside. Couldn't even remember picking out those clothes with Nishiki, could he? Nishu? Shinies. Shinies. I remember Shinies. Picking up phone card photos in the 80s. Just casual liquid nitrogen, discarded places. Sotenbori. I remember Sotenbori. He remembers Kaoru? I thought he's forgotten all about her from Yakuza 3 onwards. Even though she was so much better than What's-Her-Face from the first game. It won't ever top Kamurocho. Is he saying Sotenbori is a bottom? If Sotenbori is a bottom, this gotta be a power bottom. Let's grab this one. Then again, Nanba's got something right down here for me. Might as well grab these conversations too while I'm in the area. Where's your conversation, Nanba? Oh, it's down there.
前はよくここで釣りとかしてたんですよ。他のホームレスに魚分けたり交換したりしてたな。
ここでも魚は釣れるんだな。俺も釣りは
Fishing. I remember fishing.
昔は船で海に出て取りに行ったこともあったな。
船って本格的ですね。たくさん釣れたんじゃないですか。
まあな。ただ巨大なタコと格闘したりとかして命の駆け引きっていうのかな。一筋縄ではいかない経験だったぜ。
桐生さん、とりあえずどこでも格闘するんですね。
Well, there was that time he was a cab driver. That's a pretty normal story. Just driving cabs and getting to massive highway races. Taking down, like, what was it, 4 or 5 groups of professional taxi gangsters. So he's got some normal stories. A safety helmet. I'm pretty sure that at 4 stars, that's below the gear we're wearing. Yeah, that's weaker than our wedding tiara. By a lot. Sunrise Bridge, just go down and get you. Run, Kiryu, run!
ついに乗ってきやがる。
私の番ね。止める。
Again, I really wish you would tell me if a given skill is space for the action or E for the action, because I missed out like a whole solid second of potential damage boosts. Right through the Foramen Magnum, and they say Kiryu doesn't kill.
相手にならねえな。悪くない気分だぜ。
人生これ成長。
まだまだ強くなれそうだ。
Money sucker gained, that's the important thing. Bridges. I remember bridges. Bridges. Does he also get the urge to throw people off? Those are always my favorite heat actions. Throwing people off bridges or off roofs. Were they his favorite too? Yes! Yes!
エモいぜ。
I know, those are the best. Okay, let's go Aloe Happy. Aloe Happy, do some job swaps. Now that we got our minimum 10s. Everyone in this town sure loves my baby cousin Mateo. How do they even know about him? He's like 5-6 years old now. All of these are going to be pretty because we haven't got good weapons for either of them. Attack -3, -11, -17. And that's just for the job stats, disregarding the gear downgrade also. Alright, Leisure Suit Larry.
俺に似合うのどれだ？どうだ？どれにしようかなと。
私の好みとしては。
Purple, gold, or silver? I don't know. I kind of feel like that's even more domineering and threatening. She's vulnerable, but she's still got a hardened face. And the crop. That tells me she needs no armor, and she knows it. That she could ride into battle with no protection, and it is us who will cower. I'm too frightened to choose it. Honestly, with her regular outfit probably fits best.
申し分ない。いろいろ試してみよう。
And skill inheritance. Money sucker. We probably won't need it too much. Nanba and nearby allies. And increases drunkenness. Anything without increasing drunkenness. Recovers HP for yourself and nearby bros, lady bros included, with Guild Awa. Okay. Then where next? The pharmacy? Is he gonna reminisce about all the staminins that he's been drinking and throughout his entire life? With too much taurine that could be good for any one man? Pharmacies. I remember pharmacies. Staminans. He's not going to live to see those improvements. You don't wanna die young. Forget the re-release, man. Buy the original on the cheap now, before they put it off Steam. Oh, photo spots. Restaurant row. Tiny alleys. I remember oh, it's a movie theater. The movie theater's closed! The movie theater's closed. Showing him movies. I mean, it's a vintage movie theater. That could be his old Limelight. That's like going to a vintage movie theater and being like, wow, I'm glad to see Vincent Price is still doing work. I haven't seen him in ages. I feel like this is also... yeah, this is all dangerous area, yeah? No, that threat level doesn't update. Still too high. Nyom. Okay, not too bad on this side. It's alright. They're otakus, they can't hurt me that much. He might have died, but at least he died finally knowing the touch of a woman. Quit moving! Let's go, he got. Double hatchet. Knockback. It just rolled into him, but didn't actually hurt him. Come on. Has she got the candles yet? She does. Candle in an area. Oh, he moved. Jerk. Even the follow-up on a downed enemy is too weak for him right now. Just get 10 ranks in, then swap off to something better. Next alley. They got burgers here, the burgers and the next alley. And of course, unfinished business is going to include eating all the foods in all the restaurants. Knockback and charm. Get in the area. Nobody move. Even while he's waxed on fire, Kiryu can't beat up anybody on the bottle. Knock him into him. There you go. Kind of useless to knock him into Kiryu right now. Stompy, stompy right through the occipital plate.
悪くない気分だぜ。
人生これ成長。
まだまだ強くなれそうだ。
いらっしゃいませ。
Okay, give me the Buddha special.
いただきます。
いただきます。ごちそうさまでした。
Friendship 11 at a minimum.
ありがとうござい
So we can get some new jobs unlocked pretty soon. That's the one that didn't make it stateside yet, right? Yeah. We haven't gotten that one yet. But given how Ishin went, maybe it might be more worthwhile to, like, pick up an English patch of the original instead of waiting for a new version to come out that isn't a remastered Kiwami type game, but yet somehow makes a whole bunch of bizarre changes regardless. Doing Baba dirty. No, it's actually clean.
So いえば。
9 out of 20, 7 out of 20. I'm going to assume the last one that's at 0 is all this area. Okay. But that's most of his reminiscences. Cool. They've pretty much almost cleared out the entire southern part of the city. Just these two here. And then all this. Okay. Bow down, down. Shiny shine. Forgot to stop by Aloe Happy. That's okay. After these two. Oh, it's still up? What the heck? So much damage, huh? Best he can do right now is tank. I didn't tell him to pick up that brick, but whatevs, got the job done. Don't you move, guy in front. Gotta be selective about who he juggles into. Okay, memories, give me that nostalgia. Cars. I remember cars. Cars, highways. Is it going to remember his taxi racing days? Oh no. Just the how would you describe that? Not quite rail shooter. Awakened soul to 4, perfect guard has been enhanced in brawler style only. Successfully performing a perfect guard against an enemy's melee attack will trigger a counter. Against attacks issues multiple times, which is most of them, you must perform the perfect guard of the final hit. Timing crucial. Okay. That's not too demanding. Oi, no funny business here, is there? It's like 11 p.m. Kids go back to bed. I was gonna say go back to school, but it's like 11 p.m. right now. Hold up. I see conversation for us.
Kiryu さんって教師とかも結構似合いそうですよね。
そうか。
ええ。教え子のヤンキーがチンピラに
In that scenario only.
そいつが囚われてる倉庫に乗り込んで暴れる。
I'm not sure that's quite part of the modern pedagogy.
目に浮かびますね。
お前の教師イメージは何十年も前で止まってそうだな。いい感じだ。
Full blackout bingo.
コンプリートだ。
Friends forever. Now give me. The last two have been like, hey, these guys want to go to a bar someplace at night. Is this also going to be go to a bar at night? During the day. Ah. The one time we're out at night during it. Homeless person. I remember homeless people. I don't see their menacing spot, must be down below him. A kid he once knew in West Park in Kamurocho. But again, where's Hawaiian Koi Koi? I feel like they didn't take the extra step to make Hawaiian Koi Koi. Despite the obvious fit for this game. And now our socks are filled with poo water. Poo water. I remember poo water. So basically, Haruka's intended purpose was to be Sweet Pea from Popeye. What prizes have we got? What prizes have we got? Platinum plates for 1,000. Level 3 weapon, but it could be upgraded to better. If I had a more... If materials for upgrades are more prolific. Bondage cat statue. We're probably not going to be able to win this. Bondage cat statue. I'm getting pictures of so many bondage cat figurines from outside Infinite Well. So Google image search is not going to help me right now. Food water in my socks. And it's on his pant leg. Oh, it's all the way up to his knees. Okay, let's go across. Shinies. Multiple shinies. Come on, he's not in there. He's not in there. Little to the right, man. Step to the right. Step up to the plate. Hey, bada bada bada. Swing, bada bada bada. He's not gonna play ball. That car's really trying to inch up on him. Just get him while he's down. Follow up for participation. Oh, he got one! He got a kill in! Man, if he could fight a car. He's picked up other vehicles for weapons, right? If he could use bicycles, mopeds, and motorcycles, surely he could pick up a car to use. There's an aloe happy here. Shiny. Golf. I remember golf. Begrudgingly. Two times he remembers her. He might remember that he was in love with a superior woman after all. Gonna be an old man in sleep now, Swedish guy? That's perfectly fine. Young and old in sleep alike. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy your rest. Thought she was someone who was perfect in every way. I mean, clumsy's cute, so still perfect. Come on. Bingo! We got one across! We'll go here first. I could swing by these other reminiscing spots, but I really do want to spread out my job experiences more first. Where's Reminisce? Oh, there it is for the taxi? A taxi! He's had to go through so many taxis to get to this part of town. Gotta resist. Bleak, dreary days, just for fun though. Hey, alo happy to the right. Alo happy, happy alo.
誰か
Oh, he could also do the greeting.
よ
Yup. Yup. Oh.
よよ
温まってきてね。
おう物は試しだ
Breaker or chef? Let's see, what's Namba got left? Chef? So do breaker next.
一概だろう。どれにしようかなと。
気分を変えるか
Comical.
悪くねえな何を選べばいいんだ
Always getting hip with the cool kids after all.
どれにするか。
Maximum attack. Lots of speed, but not maximum attack. She's got a strong knife on that one. Keep her here for now. What gear do we have for her? Temptress Whip at level 4. Guess that'll do it for now. Wrong way. Across the street to the Popo. Popo's. I remember Popo. And there's another store, the M Mart. M store. The enlightened, centrist Kiryu of convenience stores.
そういえば
Bam bam, bam 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 bam, then taxi out. Her saying something leads me to believe that maybe I missed out another safe that was over down there. Who needs Popo and M Mart when you have half-eaten bento right here on the
開けてみ
streets?
るかあんた
Tactical boots? That's 5 stars, right? Is that better than my rain boots? They are. Marginally, but marginally is still good. Fight!
楽しませてもらおう
始めよう。
Hello, fellow kids!
力の差を見せて。
Step on over. And bust his kneecaps. Adachi! Adachi got young!
調子出てきたぞ来るかこいつは重いぞ
Just rolled right under him! That should have been a hit!
調子がいいぞ、私。
Now he walked off too far away. The people's elbow! Back attack, back attack. No alert yet whether it's a 4 o'clock pickup or a 6 o'clock pickup. Hmm.
強くなれる
大人の渋みが出てきたぜ。人生これ成長ってな。
よし。
Hey. Reminisce spot. How am I messing up maps? Libraries? Doesn't seem very Japanese. Not a library. How foolish he's been giving up on the Yakuza 2 girl. Next spot. Across the carriageway. And further down the street. There it is. What's this? What that gates can go into? Wait, was this the fake dodgy retirement home place? See, if Kiryu had properly retired to a care home or something, then he could have protected his, what are called, not inmates, his fellow patients, from any such scams. Alright, and a nice cluster here. Isn't that back at baseball? That is. Kiryu, old man. We could have been reminiscing for days. We could have had a whole cluster knocked out. Better get the whole group of them. And one has to be a jerk. Who would have guessed that no one has harder skin than a baseball fan? Just getting all his calf workouts in. Just 2 guys left, 3 guys left. And they're all spread out, so no candling. Kiryu getting a little bit low on health, but he'll be fine. Oh! Don't go too far. Don't go too far. I feel like that's not... He was so nice. Spread all throughout, but always keeping within range of a juggle. Collapsing chair learned, wound opener. And I see myself a briefcase. Time is at 1:39. And just more rocket launchers, just casually left all around places. I'm concerned if this counts as abandoned stuff. I'm not sure what's more concerning. That someone has casually lost their rocket launcher, or that they're planting them throughout these cities. Baseball. I remember baseball. That was 1 hour and 10 minutes ago. Mom! Boy, it is literally 11:30 at night. Right outside the batting center. I'll admit that as chunky as Yakuza 6 was, I honestly enjoyed the parts where... I like the things that everyone else hates. Like little Haruto being an annoying baby that Kiryu had to be grandpa for. I like those parts the best. When Yakuza 6 was just Kiryu being a grandpa, trying to keep his baby from crying, eating oysters over an onomichi. That I enjoyed. The crime drama in that one was like especially silly. I wouldn't say play ball. They went from the excellent baseball minigame and the sub-story in Yakuza 5 to just old man spreadsheets in 6. Would have been different if he was playing baseball. A bada bada. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cafes. I remember cafes. Or maybe it's elevators for this one. It is a cafe. Just like the M-Side Cafe. Cafe leads to shortcakes with coffee, leads to best combination, leads to date to helicopters. Every single time there is. a possible conversation. It's one we cannot do yet. It's probably Jung-hee or Cho that we're missing. You can't be the city map from inside. Down. Rivers. I remember rivers. Again, for the third time. Ah, the ocean. Ah, Saijima! How is the old tiger doing now? A man as big as the ocean and heart just as vast. You see, that is why he needs a spin-off game of his own. Does that not describe the platonic ideal of an RGG protagonist? It's true, man. Kiryu isn't half the protagonist as Saijima would be. I want more of him. Well, now I get a decent weapon for the hosts. Now that Nanba and Kiryu are done being hosts. They're guarding a reminiscent spot. Let's go to Aloe Happy first. We'll go to Aloe Happy, switch jobs. The ones you got better weapons on. Kick some red crown butt. And then see what memory was worth having to guard like that. Chef hasn't done yet, but let's put him on Samurai, because the weapon is hot. Culture resident costumes, we'll put him... And Seon-hee on Night Queen, I think works out well. Because she does get extra damage that way. Let's get this fight real quick. And I think I might run this day kind of short because something has just popped up. Hey, camera spot. We could get a pancake maker. Did that say high school game? Is it reminiscence for high school? Has he been to high school? They're level 30 somethings. Backup! Oh no, they can call in backup. And they're all capable of calling in backup, I think. Okay, any round they don't do backup. Come on! I was gonna say any round they don't successfully do backup's gonna be alright. And then backup they do. Did she have to move out of the way? She could have helped juggle him. Here's no more. Can we silence no more? Nanba's skill silence at the worst time too. Who's next? Kiryu's next. Can I knock him into... Okay, good. 3. Okay, but I think we're going to need some etceteras. Where's my heal all? Everyone in the party. 400 HP to everybody. Through the power of fruit. Missed! Alright. Oh, she's enraged. I can't attack with her directly. I gotta have her do what she wants to do. Is it gonna work? He's enraged too. Oh, I was too far away. No backup, no. Oh, come on, just one extra. But we're getting through them all. He brought it on to himself, man, and this is why I don't use any skills that have me enrage enemies. I don't want to help him out. Ray subsides. You know what doesn't? Candles. Don't move. Alright. Don't call for backup, don't call for backup. Fail, fail, missed! Okay, he is priority. The main guy has not been calling for help, so I think it is just the lower goons. Rage subsides. Excellent. Finish him off. No more backup. Okay, I'm not gonna risk it if he's next. To Kiryu. Because that was just a normal attack. But there's too much of a chance, would have been more firebombs. Ooh, you don't have to run. kind of got a bit scary. Dolphin Baggot.
悪くない気分だぜ。
Okay, now where's our hard-earned reminiscence? So he did go. I thought it had dropped out or something. I mean, I know he went to an orphanage, but would have thought he would have fallen between the cracks societally.
思い出すぜ。
The path he was meant to walk, and yet he quits every time he gets close. Well, there's nothing else here, so I think since something's come up, I'm going to save and quit here, make it a short stream. And then I guess we'll come back to finishing off Kiryu's bucket list tomorrow. Sound good? Sounds good to me. So, I'll catch you guys later. Brief 90-minute stream, but that's what surgery, recovery, nurse times is like. I think we'll bypass a raid today too, so we're just gonna call it here. Do a little bit of Kinnikuman end screen, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Tomorrow it's likely